Welcome to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast, where we discuss sports, fashion, music, and entertainment. Where trophies are temporary and medals are forever. What side are you on?
Welcome back to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast. It's your boy Batman with the Ebbtide Crew. We got Tony Love, Raheem Godell, and Ebbtide King in the building. We also got a special guest, Thomas Nichols, in the building. What's good, fellas?
What's up?
Good. We out here.
Appreciate the invite to the show. Appreciate having me on.
Thanks for joining us. This should be fun and entertaining. The pre-gaming for the show has been hilarious. I know this is going to be fun. Couple things we'll be covering today. We'll be going over our top 5 comedians all time. We'll be going over All-Star Weekend in Atlanta and the troubles that it's bringing between COVID, criminal activity, etc.
U-Haul trucks.
And U-Haul trucks, yes. All in ones, basically. U-Haul, hotel, all that. $19.99 a day. And an interesting topic that was brought up today, can you be in love as a man with bad sex? So that should be very entertaining today. But first thing first, Thomas, he is a stand-up comedian, actor. How did you get into comedy?
Mainly just I guess the way that I just grew up. I just thought about doing something. I wanted to do something to make people laugh. That was mainly it. I was the middle child. Usually it's the youngest kid that does that, but I was the middle kid and I was one to goofy and all that stuff. So I try to figure out how to make people laugh all the time. As I grew up, my Aunt Maxine gave me a CD, a Robin Harris album, Bebe's Kids. It was the only album that he ever put out. And a lot of people don't know that that's an album mixed up like 4, I think it was like 3 shows he did in one night. They just mixed a bunch of them together. They just cut the 3 shows together and put it into one album. A lot of people don't know that. And she gave me that album and I tore that CD apart, bro. I literally listened to that CD almost every day, bro. It was not a day. And then I lost it. And then that's the years of LimeWire was around when I lost it. So I just downloaded it again. And then I lost my computer at maybe like a couple years, like not a couple years, maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10 years later, my computer went just crashed on me. So I had to go find another copy. And I couldn't find it for years. It might have took me maybe when I was 21, I probably found another copy. So, yeah. But I still remember that album back and forth.
Yeah, I remember it was on BET. They had it, they used to play it like on Saturdays. And I remember I recorded it on VHS.
That's the movie though.
But no, I think it's the same audio though. The one I'm talking about. I remember correctly, it's the same audio from the record that was on that BET used to play over and over.
Okay, I got you. That was great, bro. That album to me is easily top 3 for me. Because it's still funny, still holds up to the test of time. Just shows what he was capable of on and off stage, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Let me ask you this: you think Bernie Mac stole from Robin Harris? That's always the thing. Always.
They look the same to a degree, but but definitely, yeah. I think Bernie Mac at least took a bit of that attitude that Robin Harris went up there with. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. They do have the same.
Well, they're both from Chicago though, so it's kind of like
Chicago.
I think that's just a Chicago. That's just a Chicago demeanor overall too, though. At the same time, so I thought that was. I can see what people think that at the same time, you know.
But also with Chicago comedians, you can kind of pick them out together because like Lil Rel and like D-Ray, they got some of the same tendencies in their performances. So you can kind of tell some of the lingo that they use and some of the energy that they have. Corey Holcomb too.
Yeah, that I don't care anger, that I don't care attitude is
I'm gonna talk about these broads and I'm just gonna deal with it after the fact.
Being a comic, you gotta have that though. If you don't have that, you gotta have that I don't care. If you don't have that, it's rough, man. You can't be caring about everything. It's rough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So we like to do this little questionnaire. You know, all of us being from New Orleans, we like to ask all of our guests these questions just to kind of understand how 504 or how New Orleans you are. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Just give us a feeling of your character and what the energy you're gonna bring. So first thing first, I think I know the answer to this. White liquor or brown liquor?
Oh, I don't drink at all.
Exactly. I thought so. I remember.
I'll probably do brown though if I were. I mean, I like Crown personally. I know I taste and what it smells like. So I probably do brown.
All right. No Limit Records or Cash Money Records?
I'm gonna go No Limit.
All right. Your favorite No Limit artist?
A lot of people, granted, I'll put this on just the hustle of Master P and Mystical alone.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Mystical lyrically is crazy, bro. So I would have to go with. I'm a big fan of Mystical, by the way, but.
So you're saying that's your favorite No Limit artist?
100%. Yeah, I think that's everybody's favorite No Limit. I don't think. I mean, Master P the hustle that Master P put in, the stuff that he did at the time was crazy. I've got nothing but respect for that dude. But Mystical with the lyrics, man, killing it, easy.
That's what's up. All right, then I got seafood boil or seafood gumbo.
Gumbo. Got to go with the gumbo, man.
All right, and then last but not least, this is not Louisiana related, but best fast food in Texas.
Oh, Whataburger, easy. See,
That's what's up.
24 hours. You can get up at 3 a.m, get a cinnamon roll. What's up, man? Come on.
He said cinnamon roll.
Me doing like comedy and all that stuff. Like I have to be out late at night, so a lot of restaurants be closing early, or they just trash. And so, you know, Whataburger being open 24 hours, you can pretty much get anything on the menu at that point. It's bound to be anybody's favorite that stays up late.
Yeah, when I had a tournament there for basketball, I brought my players to Whataburger after the game.
Yeah.
We was there for like 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? They was like, damn, this shit good. They ordered like two meals. You know what I'm saying? They ate the first one, chilled for a minute, ate again. You know what I'm saying? But they was loving that shit.
It takes forever to cook though. Sometimes I'll tell you that much.
We did. But that was part of the wait. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It'd be like 2 hours. You spend 2 hours waiting for food.
All right, good to go. So back to your comedy. So how would you describe your style for those who haven't seen you, any of your posts, stand up in person?
I'm very observant. I try to be as clever as possible. Sometimes I write stuff, so if it's not clever enough, I don't really want to use it. But I try to be as random yet as clever and observant as possible. Like that's my thing, and I enjoy that kind of humor that throws me off completely. Like when somebody goes from a straight line and make a complete left, even though that's the typical style of this. That's what stand up is in general. You want to throw your audience up, but I try to go as far as I can to do that even more. I don't really actually have a style to describe, really, honestly. I mean, just come see me and you tell me what it's like. That's what I like to hear. I like to hear people that come to the show and actually pay attention and tell me what my style is. I need to know. I want to know. You know what I mean? So that's my thing.
All right.
I like hearing the audience.
Go ahead, Tom Love.
No, I know with comedians, like when you write a joke, how long do you hold on to it, before, you'll see if it works with one crowd or it might work with another crowd and then it might not work all together. How long do you give a joke?
Oh, I keep a joke forever.
Okay.
I haven't thrown away a joke in like, I've been doing this. I might have thrown away maybe 2 jokes that I've written in the last 12 years I've been doing it. Like I don't throw away nothing. Okay. Like when it comes to jokes, like it's all about timing and what's going on in your life at the time. So what I might be going through, 8 years ago, I might be going through again now and have a different perspective on it because you grow as a person. So at least that's what you hope to do. You hope to grow as a person, to change your perspectives on certain things. So what I was doing 8 years ago, that situation might come up with again, and I deal with it differently. And then I have a joke that I can pull from 8 years ago up to now and change it up a little bit, and then it'll work. So, you know, I don't really throw away anything. I try it a couple of times, and now I'll be like, okay, right now is not the time. That's all.
Okay. All right.
That's a good point. Like you said, changing up jokes. I didn't think about that. I mean, I know I always accuse Kanye West of this, of reusing punchlines. Like he'll say that 5 albums ago, he's still bringing back Miracle Whips. You know what I'm saying? He use the same shit over and over again.
But he also ain't writing his own shit either. So, you know, Kanye ain't writing none of that.
Not no more. I think he's kind of I don't think he's been writing. That's a whole nother topic. Yeah, but yeah.
Saha got that. Saha got that.
This next album.
That's probably why he got shot at.
No, I mean, that might be.
That's my theory. I think Saha coming out with that information, I think put a target on his back.
I'm glad he good though, man, because that dude, I'm hoping. I heard an interview recently. He talking about putting out like 3 albums or something like that.
He needs to, man. He needs to.
Definitely.
He's holding on to a lot of music. I know for sure because his creativity is crazy. So I know he has a bunch of tracks.
Waiting on that
on deck.
Well, just to add before we move on, just because it's a bad joke now, doesn't certainly mean it's not a bad. You can't use it later. This will hint our discussion later on today from Tony Love.
Oh, for sure.
Oh Lord. Oh man.
Dang.
That's a good point.
That's the point.
You know?
That's for sure. It could be a terrible joke right now to make, but some years from now, it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
look at you trying to be smart. Cheers to you.
Yeah, he having a moment right now.
So
and he throw somebody under the bus at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what he do. So that's a good point. And this kind of goes into my next question. Paying dues. What is the definition to you as paying dues as a comedian?
Yeah. Showing up
consistently. Like we were just saying, working out a joke.
Showing up consistently to open mics, like if you're going to open mics consistently, I see that you're working hard. As far as just like not necessarily bringing new jokes every week, I see you, because sometimes like I tend to like write a set for the week of jokes. Like it might be new jokes that I'm writing for that. I mean, like I write a set of jokes for that week that I want to try, and that whole week I'm trying those jokes. So you might see me at 3 or 4 open mics, and I'm trying the same jokes. That's because I'm trying to work them out for that week. And then when I'm trying those jokes out, I'm writing for the next week. So consistently, like me seeing you doing like this, like the same stuff, working it out, adding punchlines, or just seeing that's respect for me personally. Because even when you make it quote unquote big or make it to your idea of success, if you still going up, I can respect that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't got to be funny either. I ain't gonna hold you. You ain't got to be funny either. If you going up consistently and trying, you got
the bravery of doing
it. For sure.
Yeah, I just saw that a few months ago, that documentary series, The Store, on Showtime, and they just about the Comedy Store, and they had a dude on there who the owner said, "Hey, we're gonna make you pay regular," and he was showing up to open mics for 6 years before he made. That was like, damn.
And that's fast.
That's
fast.
That's
wow.
Really even that's fast.
That's fast, man. 6 years. That is fast. Like
so I heard you say that. So you were saying earlier, I didn't realize it's been that long, but it does make sense. 12 years you've been doing it?
12 years going on 13 and the 13. I think 13 in November. I think that's what it is. Yeah. So it's no fast pace. A lot of comics don't. It's like maybe like 1% of comics that make it when they like young. It's not a comic that it's not a lot of comics that's gonna make it at 20 or 25. It's not. Right. It's not. You're gonna be like mid 30s to 40.
Yep.
And I never understood that personally. I never understood that. I just think it's more like comics age like wine in a way, I guess you could say. know what I'm saying? Like the older you get, the more inquired taste that you have in stuff you talk about. So it's more of a broad, and comedy is for older man, I think, or older woman. I'm sorry, an older person, because the older person in the family is always the funniest. So most of the people that go to these shows are older people. You know, you talking
because they live more life. Yeah, they live more life, and they just more open minded. They're not as sensitive and everything. They just all about just keeping it just real all the way through. So they don't got no filter. They don't give a damn no more. They say, shit, I made it this far in life. Fuck it, you gonna get it.
You gonna get that, yeah. That's it. And they trying to cut that down though right now. It's it's rough, man. It's so rough for comics right now.
So let me ask you
figured it out. We figure out ways to do it, and that's what's great to me when we figure out a way, because this comics are cool. I think we're some of the smartest people to a degree, because definitely when it comes to social matters, like how to move in a social matter, because we can talk our way up or around. Like there's a way to talk your way around a conversation. You learn how to work a conversation, you can get yourself in a lot of places, in a way with a lot of stuff too, though. So
So let me ask you that: how have you had to change, or have you changed anything with the past few years, between smartphones and then people just being extra sensitive to any little thing that may come out of people's mouths and not understand that it's comedy? Like, have you changed anything that you've done in your acts, or
no?
Do you have that in your mind when you go on stage?
I mean, when I'm writing stuff, it's like I can't think of a time I actually had to change something, just the way it was said or the way I wrote it, just based off the fact that I'm already trained into doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird to say that, but I'm trained to write a certain way just due to who I'm projecting my art to. So when it comes to just or the audience, this is the thing about an audience that people don't realize. You can tell an audience anything. You can literally say whatever you want. It's just about the timing of you doing it. Like I wouldn't want to open up with a racial joke, even though I could. But something like, let's say that there's an audience in there that don't like racist jokes, right? I wouldn't want to open up with one. I'll probably put it down toward the bottom or the rest of the, you know what I mean? But it's that joke can go in there. A joke can go in wherever you want it to go, just based off the timing of you telling it and when you tell it, also and how you tell it. You know what I'm saying? So it's you can tell whatever you want. It's just that's the skill of being a comic, just being able to work the conversation to where you want it to go, and people are willing to go with you on that. So when it comes to just sensitive matters and stuff like that, it's not really so much of sensitive matters. It's just about where can I tell this joke at? I think a lot of people, when it comes to that, being sensitive or whatever, a lot of stuff is taken out of context.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I think the people that are in the room. Now, some situations are different. I will give them that. Some situations I'm like, that should have never even came out of your mouth. I don't know why you even said that. That was completely out of line, and I'm with them on that. But some stuff is just for the people there. You know what I mean? You have to be in the moment to understand the moment. A lot of people that are recording these issues and putting them out there, they don't know what the comic said before, what that person might have said to the comic before. They don't know. They just see that first 50 seconds and they're like, this guy is trash, and then they cancel him to, or at least try to some degree, and it's just like, you weren't there. And
Twin, you got a question?
Yeah, I do have a question. Nice meeting you, dude.
Hey, nice meeting you too, man. I was wondering why that picture was there. I was like, where?
We told you he was gonna jump in late.
That's how he rolls, man. He's the pop-up king right now.
Yeah. And I'm good looking. So check it out. So
this nigga
like this, man.
I ain't saying nothing.
How do you feel? So first of all, let me ask you this: do you get to a point where you don't write anymore and you just rely on other people writing for you? And then if that's okay, cool. And then, but how do you feel about that? Because I know some people who has made it big and they don't write anymore. Like all their jokes are someone writing for them. Like they have a ghostwriter. So how do you feel about it?
Do they really have time to write? That's the thing. Like at the same time, art is entertainment in general is a collective group. It's not, you can't, it's hard for me to believe that every rapper here is writing every lyric on that page. It's hard for me to believe that every comic is writing every joke on that page. Granted, you see a comic perform a joke and it's at an open mic, you might have a good idea for them, so you want to go talk to them about it. And if they use the idea and it works, cool.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So, because here's the thing, I consider myself an artist myself. So I teach the art of stepping, and I create all my shit. So
what do you do exactly? What kind of art do you do?
I teach the art of stepping.
Okay, I got you. My bad. I missed. Okay, I got you.
That's okay. All right. But I guess my thing is this though, because I'm listening to you talk, and you're saying that when you said that in order to feel legit, I forget that question, but to feel relevant, or you said that you have to show up at these
be consistent.
Yeah, be consistent and come into these comedy houses, right? Okay, but you spend all this time writing, and then all of a sudden you get to a point where you don't write anymore.
Well, I mean,
and hold on, and another thing. Let me ask you this. Another thing too.
Okay.
And to me, like, if you are not writing anymore and you are taking jokes from someone else who wants to write for you, how do you make it your own? Like, how does that become part of you? You see what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, if you write a joke, I mean, if you take it, usually it's the person taking the premise of a joke and then making it their own.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Granted, Kevin Hart's been doing it for probably years that this has been a thing, but you can only imagine how much time he has in a day to literally sit down and write. I know for a fact he got people out there writing for him. It is a thing. And he filming like 8 movies at the same time. So, but how do you take that joke and make it your own? It's just by your voice, man. Just the way you tell it. The premise might be presented to you different, but you might be like, I can still change this and flip it this way. You know what I mean? To make it your own. You see what I mean? Just because somebody writes a joke don't mean you didn't contribute to that at all. You still contribute to it.
Right. Richard was the same way. A lot of people helped out Richard over the years.
Yeah.
In his time.
Paul Mooney was a huge help for Richard, but Richard was also an improv king. Like, he was known as the improv, like, goat of improv. And it's hard for me to believe that he every joke he wrote down he remembered and told like he was supposed to. It's as high as he was and being like the improv dude that he was, he made that shit work either way. You know what I'm saying? So and I'm sure you saying you're in the art of stepping. I'm sure like at one point you probably was tired of just like, it's not that you were tired, but somebody came up to you with the idea like, you should, what if we step this way or did this way, and you probably took it, correct?
No.
Oh, you on your own? Okay.
And here's the thing.
This one is very egotistical. He's a very egotistical one.
Here's the thing. I'll be honest with you, and it's not even about that. My thing is, like, I have a certain style that I like to stick with. It's been working, so I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel. I've had other step coaches come to me and say, "Hey, how about this style?" And I say, "No, hell no! Like that shit don't work." Like,
but see, that's the thing. And that's the thing. You say that, but at the same time, somebody else might be like, "Okay, let's try that out." You see what I mean? It's a working effort.
No, not in this field. No.
No. This is why they don't go home. This is why they don't go home. They don't go home.
Here's the thing, and look, check this out. And I actually thought about kind of switching my style up a little bit, and I'm glad I didn't, because
you thought about it. But you thought about it. See, that's all it needed sometimes. All it needs is a thought. You thought about it.
I didn't do it.
The fact that you even thinking about it, that's what happened.
Raheem, Medalz, what you got?
All right, so I know they kind of got into your craft and everything that you do and everything, but I'm gonna ask a stupid ass question just because. So how much pussy you got over the years? You know what I'm saying? Because you're the funny guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic or whatever. Say, Brad, like I know a good promoter can have body work, and I don't know if you're married or you got.
No, I'm engaged.
You're engaged.
I'm engaged. Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
It's happening all over the place. Look at that.
I am glad you were being domesticated. You know what I'm saying? You know, obviously she have good credit based on our conversation earlier.
we good. Okay. We good. We good.
You know, hopefully many, you know. But I would say, like, you know, is it true that the funny guy body count is magnificent? Go ahead and just.
For me personally, I'll be honest with you, I never focused on that, man.
Really?
That means his body count was real.
I'm gonna be 100% with you, dude. Like, I never even looked at it like that.
So nobody ever came.
Like I was so immersed in doing stand up that nothing else really mattered to me. I didn't care about nothing, dude. It wasn't. I mean, granted, I stepped up how I dressed on stage and stuff like that. Like, that changed, but that was more of the presentation for what? Just for stand up. Like, I only cared about stand up. Like, it was. I didn't have time. You don't have time to be trying to like do. Like, I gotta go home. I got a show the next day. I gotta drive 6 hours. I ain't got time to be just be sleeping around with you. No, I ain't got time for that. Like, it was nice to meet you. I'm gonna go get this money. I will talk to you later. Like that it was. I was so engulfed into it that it was no way that I had any doubt or any care of even talking to anybody like that, man. I kept it going. I don't like one night stands. I ain't gonna hold you.
So to piggyback on Raheem's question, how much do you think you missed out on?
A lot. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot, but I'm glad at where I am now. So I'm glad I missed out on it, because it could have been a completely different story. You know.
All right, hold that thought.
Being painted right now.
Hold that thought. Let's take a quick break, and we can come back and we can pick up on some more stand-up questions.
Nobody care about the Knicks.
Shut up. There you go. All right, welcome back. So continuing with Thomas here, with the game of stand-up. So we was talking about paying dues. In your material, do you have any lines that you don't cross? I know you were saying that you don't think about, offending anyone. I've heard you, say jokes about your uncle before. So I kind of feel that family is not too much of a line. But is there anything you don't dabble into?
No, it's different. It's stuff that I've written down that I haven't told. I will say that. It's more of me trying to get this expression out. So I'll write it down, but I won't say it. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's all about timing. So who knows? 5 years from now, that same stuff might come up. It might be relevant at that moment. And then I, move it to the front, start to use it. But as far as like, nah, man, I don't, from writing wise, I don't stop anything. I don't, because it's not a true authentic way if you blocking yourself from saying whatever you're saying. Whatever you want to say or express. So I'm going to say everything or write everything down that I mean to say.
That's what's up. As far as your sets, what's the longest set you've done to this point?
120, hour 20, I think.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I think an hour 20. Yeah.
And that was just your written material, or it was a balance of improv?
It was both. I would say 90% of that was my material. 90% of that. The rest of that was improv. But that was that's gonna come within the, somebody gonna say something or do something, and then I can't just let it be. You know what I mean? I gotta address it, because if I don't address it, it just feel awkward. People will be like wondering the whole time, why didn't he say anything about that? So that kind of thing happens all the time. You doing an hour, you standing there for an hour, somebody gonna interrupt.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
So that's perfect. So how do you deal with hecklers in the crowd? Like, how do you
gotta say something? I granted, it depends on what they're doing. I give them at least 3 tries. If they like quietly doing something, I give them at least 3 tries. And they don't know I'm giving, I'll look at them and they won't, But if it's interrupted, the thing about it is people pay money to see you. So if you interrupting somebody else, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? If an audience member is interrupting somebody else enjoying the show, I have to address it because that's disrespectful to them. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want to be at a show when somebody disrespect the my spending. People get babysitters to go out to these shows. This stuff ain't easy to organize. This might be the only person. This only night they get to go out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta say something.
Did
And
you
usually I do, and they end up being quiet, or the club will get them. A lot of time, like it's very rare that the club has to step in and get them, but it's happened for sure.
Oh, did you ever hear a joke so good that you responded back like with your mom?
Wait, what? Say that again.
Did you ever hear a joke so good from the crowd that the only response you had was your mom?
Nah, I haven't.
Okay,
I haven't, because there's yet to be a heckler that's actually like sensible. You know what I mean? They're usually drunk, saying some stupid shit, and then you get that's another 15 right there.
Yeah,
a drunk heckler, come on, man. Granted, I don't like dealing with them, but it comes with the art. You know what I mean? I don't like dealing with them, but it comes with it, so you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But usually a drunk person or just somebody in the audience that has something to say usually don't know what the hell they're talking about. Usually.
You're funny until you make a joke about that thing I'm passionate about.
Yeah. But it's happened. You know, I had to talk about dudes, old ladies before, man. It had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people come to these clubs and a couple will come to the club and either the chick needs to check the dude or vice versa. Like somebody gotta get this person to shut up because you interrupting the show for everybody else.
That's why I've always treated like if I'm going to a damn comedy club with a chick. Cause I'll leave her ass out there high and dry.
Well, but that's the thing. It's like you make sure you go with somebody that got some sense, man. Because
right.
You don't want to talk about you can sit in the front and the comic won't say nothing to you. It's when you draw attention to yourself that we gotta say something. If we don't, everybody else gonna be wondering why is he not saying anything? It's so awkward in here. So
let me ask you this, because I've accused comedians of doing this. Have you seen a comedian, how can I put it? They have like a fake heckler in the crowd so they can kind of play off of them?
No, I haven't, but I've seen like a comic actually it's not necessarily a heckle, but
somebody he plays off in the crowd, like somebody.
Just like one little thing, yeah. But at this point, I think that style has actually died to a degree to where you got to do that no more because it's many ways to get around that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of ways to get around that. So, I've seen it maybe once. It's trash, but
yeah,
it's horrible.
So
go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, what's your stance on comedians stealing jokes from each other?
Trash. No respect for that at all. I mean, I know how I feel about jokes. I know how I feel about my art. So to some people it might be, whatever. But I've sold a joke before. I've sold somebody a joke and I don't like it. Like I sold them a joke and it worked. And then I was like, I can't believe I just sold a joke. Like
that's kind of like what Dara said when she was on here. She liked to write stuff and have her name on it. She's not going to be a ghostwriter.
Yeah, it's rough. I only did that twice. It's rough, man. It's like giving away a kid. It's like, damn.
He's somebody.
Yeah.
Nigga turn into LeBron. Like, he just a bitch.
So yeah, it's rough, man. Stealing jokes, I'm good, bro. I can't think of any comics that I actually listen to or go see that has actually stolen a joke. Well, when you first start doing stand-up and you dive into like as many stand-ups as it is, you find out later on that they did that in their career, and then you're like, nah, I'm good. Robin Williams was known for that.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that. Like Robin Williams was known for that. Dane Cook was known for that.
Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, well, we know that one. That's the one. That was the
one
dude
that's put on blast.
That just oh man. So it's famous comics out there that make it big that are known for that. And
well, that was something that was recent on social media. What's the guy's name? What's his name? David Arnold. I think somebody was on like social media saying that, you know, they saw his stand up on Netflix. It's like, look, this show in the hell sounds like and looks like Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know for sure I've heard interviews where he's executive produced and done stuff with Kevin Hart. So I'm like, it's probably possible. I don't remember seeing him on the credits, but I'm pretty sure just some of the shit that he does in mannerisms is very similar.
That's very possible. But I mean, that's the thing. It also depends like how he's telling it too. If he's telling almost like it, you can definitely pick it up. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely see like
you can kind of see it, but it's like at the same time you can see they're on. He about getting his money. He'll sell a joke. You know, it seems like you can tell he's comfortable. He's straight with it, but now he's finding his own lane and pocket right now. That he's finally doing his own thing. He's separating. I think he's been a ghostwriter for a long time.
I heard him on the Gary Owen podcast, and he was talking about that.
That might be a thing too. He might have been.
He's a writer in general. I mean, he's worked on Fuller House, a number of sitcoms, so he has no problem, you know, giving that joke away.
As long as you pay him.
Right, yeah. But he just finally found his lane with himself personally now and everything to finally go out there and just do his own thing. And now he's in that comfort zone. And like you just said, you did 12 years. And like David Arnold, like he's pretty much been doing it for over it seemed like 30 years. He's finally getting he's getting his time. So you know, if you long as you true to this, you know, you just be true. And now, you know, it's a lot of cats you don't know, but they make a great 100%. Living just doing this regardless.
100%. Now the question is he funnier than Kevin Hart?
I've only seen him do like 3 shows. One of them was on Netflix and like 2 others like on YouTube. But I like his material. But again, Kevin Hart has so much that you're blending some of his stand-ups. You're taking a piece from this one, a piece from this one, and putting it together. So I just think that Kevin's got way more material out there. So it's not a fair judgment.
I think with David Arnold, like you said, that, you know, comedy is an older man's game. And I think his crowd is more of that older generation.
Yeah.
With David Arnold.
Yeah, he's getting the older crowd to get back out and about again right now. Like they relate to him, and you know he's doing the social media pretty good with the older crowds, and they embracing it, and he's getting out where, you know, of course, you know, Kevin. Hey, I got number of respect for Kevin. I've been following. I'm happy to see where Kevin is. I watched him start from Paper Soldiers to be all the way to this.
Yeah,
I mean, this is before even Horrible Soul Plane and all that. Like, Kev really grind to get where he was at, and I respect. He really took the social media to another level that nobody else was touching.
Right,
and that's what made him more bigger than what he is, because nobody was doing social media like he's doing it. He did it at the beginning. Now guys are coming behind him, doing pretty well off of it too. But Kev was the first one to really embrace
putting that footprint.
Social media.
Yeah.
So, speaking of getting people back out, how have you been dealing with the pandemic as far as working and getting out there? Are you gradually doing more shows, or what have you been doing?
I'm gradually getting more shows. I actually will be booking a tour in June, so I'll probably be on the road for like 2 months or something like that. But as far as like just the pandemic, it shut down a lot, man. It shut down a lot. Like a lot of clubs closed. We lost quite a few clubs. We don't know if they coming back. I doubt it. You know what I mean? I personally still feel like some clubs are going to close after this pandemic, just the fact of that not having that money come in all that time. It's only so much they can pay for. I think some more clubs are going to close. So I don't know, man. I'm booking though. I'm booking what I can get right now, just based off the fact of everything's not even open yet.
Yeah.
But and they only doing 25% of the crowd, so it's not that many people. A sold out show at this point, depending on the size of your room, with 25 people, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't paying rent with that. you know. So there's no telling how long these clubs gonna stay around, man. Trying to get them while we can.
So kind of going along with that, I saw you was in a movie. I peeped it out.
Yeah.
As another way that you can, that's what pretty much all comedians do eventually. They go from doing stand-up, going to TV shows or movies or whatever. How did that movie come about?
I was literally in Seattle just doing stand-up, and a director came to the show. He saw that I think I was headlining that night. And he saw me perform, and I don't even remember this. I don't remember exactly. He said that I shook his hand, I met him and everything. I don't remember none of that, right? And so so maybe like a couple months later, he hit me up on Facebook, asked me if I wanted to be in the movie. And it was just that, you know what I mean? But once again, that comes with being consistent and being there, being in the moment, enjoying, you know, you don't know what you're gonna run into.
Right.
So and we still cool to this day. We actually plan on working on some other stuff later on. Hopefully when stuff get back open, but he's in New York right now. So after New York open up some more, then yeah, we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna do something. I want to do something with him. So
yeah, the movie was called, was it Subferatu? How you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Subferatu, I was right.
Subferatu. This is one of the first. What's up?
No, I was gonna say basically a vampire movie in a submarine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a horror comedy. I'm a big horror fan. That's another thing that got me into the movie. When he sent me like what it was about, I was like, all right, cool. I love horror movies. I'm definitely down to do this. So let's do it. And it was cool. I think we filmed for like maybe 2 months, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And we got it all done. Shout out to Patrick for that, man. That was fun. I got sick halfway through though.
That's why you were sweating like that?
Dude, like it was, I was sick halfway through. I had to muscle through it. I made it through. You couldn't tell. Nobody could tell them, which is good. But I was filming the movie while also balancing a job while also doing stand-up. So I was like all over the place at the time. So I think it was just more of just me needing sleep. But I was doing a lot, man. So that shit was fun though.
That was up. What you got, Raheem? I feel a random question coming up.
No, actually, I'm saying that's actually a good look or whatever. We all should check it out. Glad it's not named Paid in Full because somebody's not gonna see it.
I know, right? I know. Yo, man. I've been Paid in Full too. You gonna see that? No.
I'm sorry.
I understand though, bro. I understand, man. I understand.
No, I don't understand it. That's unacceptable.
I get it though, man.
Oh man.
Nah, I'm gonna give it a buck. Nah, I'm gonna give it a buck. I don't do horror movies. My black ass
background. He in Atlanta right now. He's busy, man. First he was in the gym. Now he in that. You know, he's traveling doing the podcast, bro. He busy, man. He got shit to do.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Unacceptable.
Oh man, Reem fucking coming through.
Sorry, it was just there. It was set up there. Technically, here was my mindset. I'm gonna be like, man, look, that's a cool Blade trilogy, but the Paid in Full made it personal. So I'm sorry.
Honestly, is there a specific reason why you haven't watched the movie though? Why you haven't watched it?
It's not.
He's stuttering his ass off.
Prior to this podcast,
that's a lot of priors, man.
Prior to this podcast, it was just it wasn't on my radar. It wasn't something that was pushed. I didn't know the co-following behind it.
Okay.
He likes white collar crimes. That's all his problem is. He likes white collar crimes.
Come on, The Wire, man. I think I put everybody on The Wire.
No. I was on The Wire before you.
I watched it in the from the beginning.
There.
During the
Anthony was there, man. I was there at The Wire, bro. I was there.
First season, I was there.
No.
As it was coming out.
They don't help you to vouch for The Wire when Avon was ace and doggone paid in full. So you can't.
Here we go.
I'm just saying. Don't sit up there and label me to white collar crime.
Hey.
Okay. All right.
Don't sit up there.
Point cruise. All right.
Yes.
You label, goddammit.
He got very defensive.
Yes, you lost all.
That cuss him in the crowd. Cutting up.
But since we've done this podcast, I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. Yes,
still haven't watched it. You still on probation, goddammit.
That mean when you do, y'all gotta do a full review on it, man. When you watch it,
we did one. Didn't we do one? We did one.
We put him on timeout, so we did the review, but we put him on timeout because
we said in advance we were doing a review. It was on Netflix, and he still didn't watch it for the show.
We told him it was on Netflix to watch, and he still didn't watch it.
Damn.
And he getting his Tommy on right now from Martin, and still ain't watched the shit. He trying to hear nothing from you, goddamn.
I mean, do you watch Snowfall?
No, I haven't seen Snowfall.
Nah,
yeah, I watched that.
I gotta get caught up on Snowfall. I ain't gonna lie. Now I gotta get caught up with that.
Catch up on it too.
I don't do regular TV shows. I don't never think about it, but I'm about to catch up on that for sure.
I'm actually waiting for it to end. Like I watched the first the first 3 seasons.
Yeah,
and
4 right now.
I haven't watched none of the it's like 4, right?
Yeah, this is the 4th season. This is the 4th season right now.
I watched the first 3. I binge watched the first 3. And so now I'm waiting for 4 to end so I can watch those, or I can just buy the whole collective set.
Well, that's what I did with that Game of Thrones shit that Tony Love advised everybody to watch, and then you fucking disappointed me with that shit at the end.
Look at
Hey, Game of Thrones was pretty good.
That shit sucked at the end.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, so I don't know. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
It's good until the last season.
I don't have a problem with the end. I just think they rushed it.
They rushed it, yeah.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I wasted 3 good damn fucking weeks watching that shit for that ending, and you ain't still watch Paying in Full.
He mad.
I ain't trying to hear shit from you right now. You still in probation. Watch Paying in Full, goddammit.
This dude, he mad, bro. Top, man.
That shit was highly disappointing, nigga.
Another branch of your talents, Thomas.
What the fuck was that, Brandon? Are you fucking serious?
Got a cripple ass king.
Exactly. That's what we gonna end this shit with. Come on, man. And you ain't watch. You ain't watch Paid in Full. You ain't watching. Come on, man. I'm just saying. You watch the most passionate moment ever and similar ever with fucking your boy.
Sitting in the car?
Sitting in the car, man. Exactly. Sitting in the car. Passion, dude. And we watching Brandon the Cripple. Man, what the fuck? I'm disgusted. Let's go on to something else now. I got it off my chest now. I'm good.
So Thomas, another branch of your talents, you've been doing a comic book. So yeah. So
writing a comic book, man.
How did you, was that, I kind of feel like that kind of started like a little bit after you started doing stand-up. Like, was that something you always wanted to do as well?
Yeah, that's something I've been wanting to do since I was younger as well. I kind of think the comic book idea came up before stand-up. You know, I was of course watching a lot of cartoons as a kid, and I watched a lot of Mad TV as a kid. And watching Mad TV, they had this idea. They had this sketch on there called Clops, and it was about it's a Klan animated cartoon sketch where 2 cops are going around and arresting like icons like Pillsbury Doughboy, Gumby, shit like that. Like, he was getting arrested, and I was like, that's so funny. But they only did it like 3 times, and I was like, why did they only do it 3 times? What happened to the rest of them? I thought it was a great idea, and I mean, granted, years later, I found out that clay animation takes forever to do, like literally forever. But I thought about that, and I was like, all right, well, it just went away, and then I just didn't even think about it at all as a kid. And as I got older, like, I want to do a comic book, but I want to do something different. I started to write something with my mentor, and my mentor stopped doing stand-up at the time. And I was like, man, so I gotta figure out a way to write something that's funny enough that he will start doing stand-up again. And I ended up writing Just Us Cops, which was based off the inspiration between just watching all these cartoons that I used to watch as a kid, as well as watching Clops as a kid. I just thought it'd be funny to have two cops that go around and arrest old cartoon characters, because I always wondered what happened to the cartoons after the show went off. As a kid, I consistently wondered. I was like, what is going on, man? What happened to Bugs Bunny, like, after all these years? Like, what happened to this dude? And all this stuff that Tom and Jerry, like when it came to Tom and Jerry, I was wondering where he had all this money just to order this stuff to get this dude. Did he like rob a bank to get the money? Like, what was the thing he was doing? He didn't talk, so he wasn't like talking much. You know what I mean? Like, what was it that he was doing to get this money? And so to have the and I watched a cartoon called Birdman, Attorney of Law, which came on Adult Swim, and I watched that, and I was like, it's funny that this is a show about cartoons pretty much having an attorney to fight their case for whatever case they did, and I was trying to figure out a way to the balance in between, like what happened before the case. So it was just the idea that came up, like how they got into the courtroom. Pretty much, it's almost like at the beginning, I would say it's like a prequel to Birdman, Attorney of Law, because what led them to the courtroom was the thing. You know what I mean? What got them arrested was what was funny to me. I didn't care too much about because at the time it was sketchy already. Writing about cops already is sketchy because people don't, they got a really bad reputation right now. But I didn't care about that. I care so much about, is this idea funny? And to me, the idea was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. So, and of course I got backlash for it, but the people that actually took a chance to read it was like, this is actually really funny. And I was like, all right, cool. So you change your mind now? I had a lot of people change their mind on me after reading it. You know what I mean? And it's like I wrote the book. Yeah, I'm a black dude. You think I'm friends with cops? What are you talking about? I wrote this. It's rough for me, but I'm writing this just based on the fact that I miss old cartoon characters. Yeah. You know what I mean? I miss how funny they were and what they were doing at the time. I think old cartoons are a lot better than the new ones now. And so for me to be able to bring back memories like that of old cartoon characters, it's fun for me. So
that's what's up. So let's take another quick break, and then we can come back and go over our top 5 comedians all time.
Cool.
Money Making Mitch. God damn it, Tony Love. Watch Money Making Mitch. Oh.
That's your friend. That's your neighbor.
Hey, you went to private school, bro. You don't have to pay for this nigga shit.
All right, so this was kind of tough for me, but let's go over the top 5 comedians all time that we got personally. So Thomas, as you our guest, who's your in your top 5?
Are we gonna do it all together? Okay. In order? Are we doing this?
Don't have to be in order. Don't have to be in any given order. Just your 5 favorites.
Robin Harris for sure. Dave Chappelle, Richard. You can't go without Richard. On my last 2, I always stay stuck on my last 2 because it's very important that we put those 2 that make it. Because I don't know the order of them, so it's kind of rough. But I'll put Brian Regan up there. A lot of people don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
With him, if you understand his style and what he's trying to do, that shit is like classic, bro.
Yes.
And then I will put Gerard Carmichael up there.
I love Carmichael.
Okay.
I almost put him in my list, but damn. Yeah, I wanted to put him in my list so bad.
But we say it of all time, and it's rough because like over the years, I mean, granted, I've changed, we've all changed. So like it could, like 2 years ago, I put Bernie Mac on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole thing. And I wish that he had a stand-up special. I wish he headlined Kings of Comedy, but he only did like what? 20,
that's a good point. I never thought about that. He never really had.
Never had a special.
Never had a special.
He didn't even have an HBO 30-minute one. He didn't even have that.
Nope.
Damn. I know DL Hughley had a couple of those. That's a good point. I never really thought about that. And that's crazy as far as how popular he was without a special.
That show, man. It was that King of the Comedy set and that show, the Bernie Mac show, that pretty much put him up. Like, I mean, we already knew he was legendary, but to be a household name, that show really got him there, man. I personally feel like that. You know what I'm saying?
And all the Def Comedy Jams and being on Def Jam. Yeah, Comic View a couple of times and stuff. So, you know, you see them everywhere, but it's crazy that we didn't realize he never had a special.
Yeah.
I think another thing that helped put him up there too, even though it was small, Ocean's 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Just you saw him getting respect having certain movies. Yeah, the movies he done too kept him more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man,
because
the number of movies he was in.
But I remember with Bernie Mac, his daughter did a little documentary on him for Comedy Central, and like all the cast was on there talking about him. Even the late Carl Reiner was talking about him. You know, he did Dick Van Dyke Show, all that back in the day. So he was already legend in the game and just couldn't talk enough about Bernie Mac.
Well, you know what, man? I'll probably replace Carmichael, man.
With who though?
I'll probably replace Carmichael. Probably with Lenny Bruce, man.
Ooh.
I'll probably replace him with Lenny Bruce, just based off the fact that what he did for just comedy in general.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was literally going to jail for the stuff he was saying on stage.
Yeah,
that shit was nuts, man. So just to know that he was doing it. Granted, the way he went out was fucked up. You know what I mean? He overdosed and all that stuff. It was crazy the way he went out, but the stuff he did, man, the presence that he set for stand up, just being freedom of speech and all, it was monumental, bro. So I'll probably replace him with but at the same time, I do think Carmichael was going in that direction.
Oh, he's definitely going in that direction.
He walked away from the show.
The show was hilarious. That was when I found late, and that shit was fucking hilarious.
Well, the thing was, he was doing an episode on abortion, right? And
that's when he ended it. Yeah, I remember that.
That's why he ended it. He was like, they wouldn't let him do it, and it was like, all right. So he just walked away, and I think that's a huge thing for just being able to say whatever you want. We know this show was like killing it. The show was great, and for you to walk away like that. To me, I respect that, because he want to do it for the art. He don't want to do it for just the money. He's in it for, like, I want to be able to say what I want to say, and it's a great episode. It's funny, so why can't I do it? And they didn't. The fact that he
had an NBC show so early was
surprising too, though. Like, people didn't understand his level of comic is just like, he's ahead of his time for sure right now. He's gonna be more respected in another 10 years or so as he get older.
He's 2 and 3 steps ahead of the game.
But I don't know. He ain't been putting out as many specials as I would. I mean, granted,
I think he's doing stuff in the background.
Yeah, he'll put one out and not say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He did 8. That special he did, that was called 8. That shit was classic, bro.
Yep.
Right.
That's one of my favorite specials of all time.
Just the way that they shot it was
man. And Bo Burnham.
I told people that it's like the upshot or whatever. I don't know if people knows that, but there's like 20 comedians that copied that shit from when he did that.
Well, that shot, that kind of show came from, also did Dane Cook also did something like that.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. Dane Cook did have but his was on a larger scale too.
But
Carmichael's was more intimate.
Yeah, that's very, you're right about that for sure. Way more intimate in that room. You know what I'm saying? And that special was classic, man. So yeah, but I'll put Lenny there before Carmichael. But Carmichael's going in the right direction. I appreciate his stand-up a lot.
Ebbtide King, who's your top 5?
We got Dave Chappelle, Patrice O'Neal, Bernie Mac, Jerry Seinfeld, and George Carlin.
Okay.
I figured the Carlin definitely fits you, but then you had Ryan Davis. I saw you put 2.
I had Ryan Davis there, but y'all said all time, and Ryan Davis.
Oh, you was going right now. Okay.
Yeah, y'all said I like the direction he's going. I like Ryan Davis a lot. I like his perspective, and he's an Aquarius too, like us niggas. So he rolls. He got our kind of view on how we see shit.
Man.
Yeah,
his head like, nah, man.
So I rocks with him on the way he
They're the
sees
same
things. But
sign.
that's why I changed it, because y'all said all time. But
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big
so
statement. That's a
why I
big
took him
statement.
off.
All time
So
is
that's
a
why I
big.
took him off. And I just
Carlin was legendary. Like he's one of the first I remember as a kid doing stuff on HBO. So
I wasn't the biggest fan of Carlin growing up. I don't know what it was, man.
I mean, you younger, so I mean, I think some of the stuff would have been over your head, but he was a lot political, a lot religious.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he said it just made people uncomfortable, and I loved it.
He definitely made people uncomfortable, and I think that's sometimes why he really didn't blow up even bigger than what he should have been, because he made a lot of people uncomfortable.
He was telling the honest truth to the fullest.
Definitely respect the legacy. I respect the legacy for sure. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't have to like you to respect you. So I definitely respect the legacy. I was a Richard fan because I saw Richard first. And I remember staying up late at night. And we was at my Aunt Maxine's house. Again, comedy again strikes again. We was up late. We was watching Comedy Central and they were showing Richard Pryor. And I was the only one awake. I stayed awake and watched that. So that when it came to that, people in comedy, people always ask Carlin or Richard. It was always Richard for me. And I get why people would pick Carlin though. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and Coach Jerry just off of Seinfeld alone. I love that show so damn much. That was my Thursday fix. I couldn't wait to get to school the next day and just take shots at people with the shit off of Seinfeld on Fridays and shit.
Ton of love. This goes back from the last episode. You know what I'm saying? Playing a game of basketball, he dunk on you, cuss you out, call game, then go inside and go listen to some George Michael and watch some Seinfeld.
Hey, go left field, man.
My God.
Very eclectic cat, man. Very eclectic. That's how I roll, man.
That's like game. I'm going inside and watch the Seinfeld episode, man. He got the Bo Jacksons on. I'll be
Hey, man. Jerry, and that's the other thing, too. Jerry's shoe game was always on point, too, man. Jerry will always have the on-point shoe game, man. I was always impressed by his shoe game. So that's the other thing I love about Seinfeld, too.
Was he an Aquarius, too?
Nah, he wasn't Aquarius, though. But nah, he was good people, though.
Oh, man.
I roll with Jerry, though, man.
Well, Patrice got a new documentary out that I missed. I ain't seen it yet, but it's out.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm getting ready to keep it out. I'm getting ready to go.
That Elephant in the Room special, boy.
That was classic.
Untouchable, man.
He
did another show called
Sexual Harassment Day.
Yeah. At work. Have it at work. You can't get mad that a bear is doing bear things. There was a show called The Green Room that used to come on Showtime, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was about a bunch of comics. It was about they did like 2 seasons. Yeah. It was about a bunch of comics. They would sit around and talk about like comedy.
I only watched because of him.
Yeah, stuff like that. And Patrice was there, man. It was great to see him, man. And Bill Burr, another comic that I
love Bill Burr.
Super underrated.
I like Bill too.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, if you haven't seen that show, The Green Room, it's on Amazon. I bought them like immediately. Check it out. It's definitely worth the watch, man.
So yeah, of course, Dave. You can't go wrong with Dave. I was a fan of Dave even before the Chappelle show and everything. It just, I don't know, just seeing him in all the weirdest movies out of the blue. But I'm like, why is he in this fucking Robin Hood and Men in Tights? But then I just watched it because he was in the shit. You know, I want to watch it because he's in it. You know, but like I always was rocking
Blue
with
Streak.
Dave. Blue Streak, Undercover Brother. You know,
yes, Undercover Brother. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, like Dave was just always in the most ducked up, craziest movies, and I always just rock with him. And just from day one, and then as he did the Chappelle show, I was all.
See, having this conversation, man, it makes me want to change my list again.
Yeah,
like it changes constantly because Damon Wayans is 100% to be up there.
Yeah,
he was another one for me. Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to put him on the list, but I would 100% would place him up there with top 5. Even though we just did top 5, he's taking somebody's spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember a comedian.
Go ahead.
No, I remember a comedian talking about Damon Wayans. How you didn't want to follow him because sometimes he would just go on stage, just insult the crowd, and then leave.
The dude is classic, man. Classic, bro. The stuff he used to do.
It's like you just bum the crowd out like, what the fuck, man?
But he's another one that was in random movies. I was watching was it Roxanne with your boy?
Yeah.
He was in that shit. Like, yeah, he was like a fireman in that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This movie came out like 84.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like, he's another one that used to be in random shit. Like, he was in something else somebody said, and
he was in Colors.
Was it Colors? Yeah, he's in the background dancing, pop locking and shit. Just like, what the fuck? He's just. That's when you're just a talent, and they gonna find a way to put you into shit.
Anytime he come to town, I have to go see Damon Wayans, man. It's almost a must. Like, I have to go see the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because definitely with it is scary because of COVID and everything. He's a diabetic, so it's like he been traveling. I ain't gonna hold you. This is one of the comments I've been worried about. I'm like, dude, what are you doing with diabetes? And you just going with, like, come on. But he's been going at it, man. I seen him maybe a month ago. Great. Killer.
Even though you still doing that stuff,
Same with Sinbad. Sinbad is another man. Look,
Sinbad had like a stroke.
It's changing again.
He just had a stroke too. I hope he okay, because I mean he's been kind of really low key since the stroke he had. I'm wondering.
He's fine.
But I seen Sinbad before the stroke.
But he seemed to be more ducked off since the stroke, though. I wonder if it's more than what they want to lead off to what it was, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably bad.
I haven't heard any update from it personally, but I've seen him like before the stroke, like in February, like last February or something. The dude was just like kill, and his specials, the last two he put out,
on point.
Dude, another like classic special, man, untouchable.
Yeah, man. Raheem Medalz, what's your top 5?
Oh,
Sinbad. We're doing a podcast.
You got your hands. They got you.
I like that one. Sinbad, Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor. I say Whoopi Goldberg, and also a lot of people give credit to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
All right.
But I did say honorable mention Chris Rock because he made the best movie I ever do, which is I Think I Love My Wife.
That's your life story.
I rock with top 5 with Chris Rock. That's his best movie he ever did with top 5.
Oh, man.
So that'd be my thing. But I will say, like, as a cancer, Corey Holcomb is
we read the signs now.
That's why you tread light in these streets. Y'all cancer people give people cancer, and y'all don't be rolling right.
Hey, bro, side babies, bro. You got Corey Holcomb with side baby jokes. You can't beat that. That's where I come from.
Corey, man. Yeah, Corey's classic, man.
You know, I don't necessarily snitch. I just kind of tell a good truth.
He said, I tell a good truth. Dad, they get people killed in these streets. Really relax.
I tell a good truth.
Twin, you there?
Funny.
Twin. Going once.
I'm here. What's up?
There you go. Who's your top 5 comedians? You must be out in them streets. I hear that engine river.
My top 5 would be Pryor, Lawrence, Murphy, Chappelle, Owen.
Okay.
Yeah. I was saying, like I put that in the chat earlier. Gary Owen, he's one of those people that we mentioned earlier that actually got in young. You know what I'm saying? Just things fell in his way early. So he's one of the few that actually was able to blow up pretty young.
Didn't he have like a reality show or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
On BET.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was fresh out the military. Well, he was still in the military when he was doing comedy.
His son doing stand-up now.
He is?
Yeah.
Because his daughter goes to school at one of my players go to North Carolina State. His daughter goes out there.
What, A&T?
North Carolina A&T, yep.
Yeah, because he said she was going to HBCU.
HBCU, yep. Mm-hmm.
She did.
I dated a chick from A&T.
We need you to go home. We don't need to hear about
exactly. Y'all be bringing up nothing for the fact. Take your ass home.
I'm just saying. I dated a
chick.
No, you ain't got no
was on the end of that.
ED
was on the end of that.
Yeah, don't just say I'm home. That's what you said.
Damn, bro. A&T.
Yo, let him get a shot. Man.
A&T, man.
Nah, you don't get no shout outs. You sit your ass down, go take your ass home. Goddamn, get the door waving the 4-4. That's what the hell you do right now.
Man, we left our parents a long time ago, bro. What you talking about?
Take your ass home, nigga. That's all I'm gonna keep saying.
Tony Love, who's your 5?
I had Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Robin Williams, Dave Chappelle, and Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard that in a long time, man.
Yeah.
See,
he's
white
old as
crime.
shit now.
See, white crime. See, that's why he's a white crime.
Oh, God.
What's that movie Billy Crystal had with Gregory Hines? Fucking
Running Scared. Running Scared.
Running Scared. I bet you seen Running Scared. You saw Running Scared, huh?
Yeah, I saw Running Scared, man.
Yeah, you watch Running Scared, but they ain't. Yeah, see what I'm saying? White collar crime ass nigga.
White collar
who thought you were.
No, Billy Crystal, his brother and best friend was Muhammad Ali, and the man killed at his funeral. If you go on YouTube and watch him speak at his funeral, the man killed at a funeral.
Hey, Mr. Love, you showing your brother Martin right now?
Yeah.
Lord.
They ain't gonna never let you rest.
Well, we got number of respect for Billy Crystal, dude, but you like we said, that's why we know why you about to pay the fool. That's all right. We're gonna hold that.
Please explain the damn 6 degrees of separation between Billy Crystal and Pete Full. God damn.
Hey, we're just saying. We see why you ain't watching Paid in Full. You ain't on respect Money Making Mitch. We get it now. It's all good.
Oh Lord.
Everything matches. Everything works together, man. We get it now. It's understandable. But respect Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal was a hole in the game.
We got no respect for Billy, man. We got no respect for Billy. We know this is a New York thing. You biased ass nigga. Wait, that's the thing. It's people from New York, and you still ain't watch Paid in Full, which is based in New York. Shame on you again.
Oh,
just give up, Tony Love. Just don't worry about it. Just let it go.
Hold up. We can see. How about this? So, do you like Bill Murray?
Yeah, he's all right.
Dan Aykroyd?
He's all right, I guess.
Okay, he get the pass.
Bill Murray, first of all, is from Boston, so we know he ain't gonna like him.
No, he's from Chicago.
He's from
Chicago.
Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh,
he a fan of your daddy team.
Okay. Yeah. Got you. Say no more. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Hey, Andre Dawson will always have a soft spot in my heart. We all be good on that one. So, got you. Say no more on that. But still though, Tony Love, hey man, you gonna still get it till you watch Paid in Full. Sorry.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, man.
It's not. I'm not letting it go, man.
He ain't gonna let it go.
Not letting it go, man.
Just watch a couple clips on YouTube, bro. You be all right.
Nah, fuck a couple
and
clips.
just,
He not watching the whole thing.
Watch those 2-minute clips and be like, "Oh, I was in that movie. Yeah, I seen that."
Nah. Cause I'm gonna hit him with the low. I'm gonna hit him with the ducked off scenes in the movie that he know they ain't on them clips. So he better not come to me like that.
Oh man. All right, my 5. I had to do Eddie and Richard. I think to me that's just how they influenced so many other comedians. So I got to start with them too. I did Cedric the Entertainer, just sort of the fact that his versatility as far as the punchlines, handling hecklers, singing, dancing, all that shit. He's literally the entertainer. So I went with him. I went with my curveball, Jeff Foxworthy.
Okay.
The fact that he's does basically trailer park comedy, and I can relate to that shit and laugh. That shit was fucking.
Ron White, man. Ron
White is cold too, but Foxworthy was the first one I got hip to on VH1, so I went with Foxworthy. But Ron White is the realest too. He be on stage about to have a stroke, drinking fucking scotch and just smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
So Jeff Foxworthy, and then finally I went with I was struggling, but I went with Dave Chappelle. Due to the fact that I went with him because the fact that even though he's controversial, he still pushes through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't think about what I'm pretty sure he thinks about it, but he doesn't let it hold him back. He does the comedy for people that's a fan of him. So I went with Chappelle. So
He's not scared to be canceled. He ain't scared to be canceled or nothing.
He already know he has a lane. He has a lane regardless.
the thing he did with Comedy Central about getting the show back is
straight pimp
huge,
shit.
like that is like that's dramatically like that's a huge deal for like a lot of people as far
get
as
your
like,
whole name back and the show
Mhm.
on top of that.
musicians.
Apparently, he's supposed to be doing some new shit.
Yeah,
New
he
show.
got some more coming out. So that's a huge deal, man, because it's just like you kind of like taking over. You're overpowering a contract, which is like
Pretty much.
unheard of. Like you don't ever hear that ever.
Can't
The
beat
fact that he
paper.
was able to do that is gonna get more people that are independent, or more artists that are like stuck in that cage of a contract a way out. He gave people that belief to do it. Like my fans will 100% stick beside me. It's kind of like if Drake said, "Don't buy this album because it's on Apple or some shit." Everybody's not gonna buy. Nobody's gonna buy the album from Apple. If that's the thing. If he tells you not to, he has that kind of power to do that, and nobody want to make Drake upset because you make him upset, it's over. Same with Chappelle. You make Chappelle upset, his fans are going to stand behind him. It's people of that caliber that can break contracts and break like legal things, and it's okay because you know they have that. It's that they have that fan base that'll do it, and they know it. So that was crazy.
When he told Netflix to pull my stuff off of that, so they don't make no money. Netflix pulled that shit off ASAP. So, all right, say no more.
It was no problem.
But that's also a big deal for Netflix because they
made good money off of him.
They made a relationship decision over money.
Yeah,
saying it's like, look, we got this partnership. You know, it's really ain't about me,
right?
Per se, but you know what? I'm gonna do it for you because I know in the future you're gonna bring me more money.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I think the big thing in that though, I can see why Netflix did it, but I didn't expect HBO to do it as well.
Yeah.
But HBO has some of his but he did HBO specials, so I think that's
he got HBO specials too though.
Yeah, because it's on HBO Max. I was looking through it earlier.
Yeah, he got a couple of specials too.
He got 2 specials on HBO, so they got that partnership as well.
They know Dave is good money across the board. That's the thing right now. Like you said, the fan base gonna follow him no matter what, and they just know that's automatic good money off the rip. And he's like, we not about to mess up this related over some Comedy Central that we trying to take out any goddamn way.
Yeah.
So Comedy Central knew that like it's best for us to let this go to show good faith than to try here lose our whole channel over one person.
Exactly.
Crazy. That is crazy that happened, bro.
Right.
That is crazy, man.
So he definitely that's what you call one of the positive. This is probably the most powerful and biggest flex of any comedian or any entertainer period to be able to do over getting the rights back to his own name.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, granted, I bought the seasons a long time ago, so everywhere. If the show wasn't gonna show up again, I had it. I was good, but still, man, that show was just the fact that he did that. Man, wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
All right.
Still, the greatest joke ever told is what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Slap.
That's still one of the greatest ones.
Couldn't go nowhere without hearing that, man. Couldn't go nowhere, man.
Nigga, like that shit was I don't know, bro. Like the first time you heard that, is like, did he really just slap the shit out? Yes, he did. and you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see Rick James high ass doing some dumb shit like that.
Oh my god, bro.
What he said, he had that unity ring.
Yeah.
On this phone for a week. Like
unity.
Oh
he
man.
Said, and then said, I didn't step on this couch. What kind of guy you think I will be to step on somebody's couch? Yeah,
I remember. They could afford another one.
I say, yo, you look all in James' eyes. He was high as a kite.
The fact that he had him on the show, that was the other part. Because if they did the skit without involving Rick James, it still would have been funny. But the fact that Rick James was on the show took it to another level.
Confirm
like, he's confirming this bullshit. Like
they rewind it so that you realize he really did just say he did do it, but they came right back and say he did it. It was
cocaine, a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
hell of a drug music.
Yeah, he really raised the bar to the cocaine is a hell of a drug. We knew that was gonna be the ongoing saying forever.
All right, so let's go ahead and switch things up. I mean, it's still gonna be funny shit going on. So NBA Allstar Weekend, they decided to have that shit out here in Atlanta.
Of all places.
Of all places, worst decision that you can possibly make. Even though I've been to All-Star Weekend, what it was, 2005-ish when it was out here before. I came out here for that shit. But you know, it's COVID. It's all in one day. So they've been promoting their ass off out here. The streets are packed. I went and got my haircut yesterday. You know what I'm saying? There's traffic every fucking where. People are shut in the clubs.
They should have had it in Salt Lake City.
People getting robbed.
Perfect, yeah.
Right. People out here getting robbed, cars getting broke into, players being kicked out of the game. Well, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, I guess they went to a barber that had COVID, so they couldn't even play in the All-Star game. Like this shit is just crazy. Like it's basically everything that's happening is telling you y'all shouldn't have did this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's an example of chasing that money. They got
Denny Green once again. They are who we thought they were. Crowd of goddamn niggas, because that's all they were. Just you gonna send niggas to nigga land, and then what you think you gonna get? Nigga shit. No more, no less.
The fact they got chicks pulling up in U-Haul trucks, you know what I'm saying, sleeping in and hopping out. That shit was. I mean, I get the logistics of it as far as the money wise. I know cheap man Raheem Goodell about to put his cape on. But yeah, you know, $19 a day for 3 days, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got
don't do that. No, don't do that.
No, but I'm not surprised not surprised by the U-Haul, because at my hotel during the Super Bowl weekend when Atlanta came to Houston, they had a couple dudes that brought trailers down with strippers and everything, so they can go downtown and do it. So like, oh, they're doing a U-Haul now. That makes more sense.
Well, out here you can rent like a Winnebago for like a reasonable amount, so I can see that. Like it's literally like 5 minutes from my house. Like you just go and rent one or buy one or whatever. So like I can see some Atlanta pimp doing some shit like that.
I can see a pimp doing that.
I mean, basically that's what they are.
With him driving, I can see that. But I don't.
Bitch, get in the back.
That's what it was. Your neighbors ain't gonna do that.
Hey man, these are troubled times, man. Gotta get your stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go ahead and get that U-Haul, girl. Make your money.
Boy, driving the U-Haul. They gonna get in the back. Go get in the back. We're going to Atlanta. Go get in the back.
Hey. You want some rallies? All right.
Oh man.
Oh nah, man. That's crazy, bro.
Did they have All-Star Saturday yesterday?
No, it's all today.
It's all everything today.
Yeah, they did the skills competition a little while ago. I think the game about to start. They're gonna do like I think the 3-point competition, the dunk competition is at halftime.
How?
How? What you mean how? Like they just making this shit happen.
How?
It's like,
how many people in the event, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about at halftime?
3.
There's 3 in the dunk competition and 6 in the 3-point competition.
Well, goddamn, Carl Lewis. Well, goddamn. Fuck that shit. I ain't watching that shit. You can keep this cheesy ass foolery. I'm very disappointed in Adam Silver. He done pulled off a David Stern bullshit here. I'm out.
It's the All-Star Weekend is one of those things where like they could have waited until COVID was done, and then it would have been like super huge.
Yeah, because people gonna show up.
Like it would have been dramatic.
They got to make up revenue that they lost last year, man.
Yeah,
well, no, definitely... you could have the game. You could have the game. I can understand just the game, but all the regular stuff, you can't do that because you need the crowd to to be able to hype it up and energize the arena for that day, for that shit. How you gonna do a slam dunk contest on an empty ass building? The shit don't add up to me. It don't look right. You're reaching.
What if they did it in another city though? What if they did like the game in Atlanta and then the dunk contest and all that stuff in like, I don't know, Dallas or something like that?
Salt Lake City, man.
Salt Lake City. Salt Lake.
Should have been in you, man.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
But that does make sense.
It would have made sense because this has been the first time, you ain't have to worry about niggas going to Salt Lake. So I guess, that'd have made sense. They should have changed the destination because the white folks would have came out there safely, felt comfortable. You wouldn't have had a lot of mixed babies being created in, Salt Lake. So it's Yeah, that would have worked. That would have worked for sure. Cause
nah,
you know the Salt Lake has never hosted this shit ever because they don't want. There will be a lot of babies
for sure.
They're never doing the All-Star game in Salt Lake City because
don't nobody care about Jazz that much. Don't nobody care.
They'll be calling them niggas All-Stars. You know what I'm saying? That ain't
one star. It's not one star there.
They had one. Didn't they have one with when Malone and Stockton split?
Yeah, they did. They
had that one when it was going to the championship, the finals, and that shit was probably trash. You know, I was probably too young.
So they did have one.
They
had one.
The Browns had one, but nobody cared about that.
How bad was it? Wait, that's what I'm saying. How many mixed babies came out of that is what probably they want to never have this again. Then how many mixed babies was born after that night, that weekend?
Hey, Atlanta has the best to offer with Magic City with wings.
Exactly.
So,
I mean that's exactly why it was in Atlanta. That's the sole reason why it's Atlanta.
In Florida, right there. Florida's right there.
all the talent is coming to the bubble or whatever they created for the players. So you know they definitely did something for the players in house. You know, they say, hey, we don't want you out in them streets, so let's bring the talent to you. I guarantee you there was some entertainment at the hotels and some conference rooms or some shit like that.
LeBron could have hosted it at his house and it would have been more. It would have been better. Like I feel like he could have had the dunk contest right there at his house. It would have been straight. You know what I'm saying?
But that's but again, like you said, shouldn't happen. The players got screwed on that. But
let's give a notable fact of there's already a GoFundMe page for a chick who can't make it back home.
I saw that. I saw that Bethany put that on up there.
Wow.
Well, she got enough to get a U-Haul, so.
Right. She said she had $400. She came in from New York and bought a one-way ticket, and she only had $400. And she said she was waiting on an unemployment check or some shit like that. Like, nigga, you gonna buy a one-way ticket and just figure that somebody's gonna help your ass get back? Okay.
Trying to get flown out.
That's pretty much what that is.
Why she ain't fly Spirit, goddammit?
Trying to get flown out.
Who she thinks she is? She could have got on Spirit.
She probably got out there standby.
Right.
She ain't getting back. I don't think she's gonna fly back. I don't know. I don't have no. Come on, no.
Yeah, they got Greyhound. They got
first Gorilla Glue. Now this.
There's multiple ways to get back home than just to fly back.
But what Eric Spears said, as a woman, you sit on a scholarship. You shouldn't pay for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this or whatever. This is my one thing I hate about NBA weekend as a, on our for the culture, right? We always show our most ignorant ass shit during these fucking times. It's us.
What you put in an ignorant ass city? What you expecting? What the fuck is you talking about?
It could be Miami. It could be.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna put it. That's why you notice All-Star Weekend is always in the most ignorant cities because they want the entertainment.
Atlanta, New Orleans, LA.
Well, first of all, New Orleans is a separate breed. How about that? We can go ahead and just say the New Orleans experience is kind of still a cream of the crop at this point.
New Orleans is more contained. Everything's in one area.
What year was that? That it was at New Orleans. What year was that?
The last.
It's been there 3 times in 10 years.
Yeah, it's been pretty frequent. So I think the last one was like 2014, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
They got the food out there. They're like, man, we gotta get them good food.
We just try to keep everything low key and quiet. Like you can get away with a lot of shit in New Orleans without it being
100%.
It's like Vegas, but just smaller, of course. But you really can get away with a lot of stuff. They will never go back to Houston again. They'll never go back to Vegas again, neither really. Because there was just disasters in both of those. They just say they can't do that ever again.
Yeah,
LA,
they
won't do LA. They're not gonna do LA because niggas gonna get robbed. Because niggas LA on some different shit right now.
Yo, LA is wilding, bro. With these B&Es breaking in, bro.
Yeah, they ain't playing with that right now. So they never gonna go back to LA for a hot minute. So
hold that thought. Hold it. Take a break. We're about to run out of time. Take a break and we'll come back and wrap up. All right, we back. So this topic came up actually like literally right before we recorded this podcast. Tony Love, better half, presented this question. Can a man fall in love with a woman that has trash sex? And we got mixed answers, which I'm surprised.
Yeah, well, I was surprised too.
So
I can't do it.
Tony Love, you go first.
I literally laughed when she asked me that question. Like, you want me to ask my friends this?
You met my friends, so you know.
And my immediate response was, "Do you remember the song by New Edition? You're Not My Kind of Girl." Yeah, that's what that question's about. They listen to what they didn't say. It's not your looks. It's not your style. It ain't the way you carry yourself. And then I'm
sorry.
Wait a minute.
What's left?
Sorry.
What's left?
What's left?
Process of elimination.
Start checking them off. I mean,
but I was shocked when that on the chat there was different things. I'm like, damn, I really thought I'm bringing the group down. I thought we were all in agreement on this.
This was my point of view on it. There's limited sex and then there's trash sex. So maybe she's only good in one aspect or whatever, but she's good at that. So I me playing sports, I compare it to sports. Our friend Raheem Goodell, he ain't dunking on nobody. He can't dribble work shit, but he can shoot 3-pointers.
Okay.
That's all you do. All you do is spin records. Sit your ass in the corner. Let me get double team. I'll throw it to you and you shoot a 3-pointer.
Greatest hits.
That's what you do. That's all you can do. So
don't go to the B side. Don't go to the B side.
Don't go to the B side. Just listen to the first three. The first 3 tracks, you're good. You know what I'm saying? But you're limited, but you're good at what you're specialized at. So that was my thing. But if you just flat out trash, that's going to lead you to you know what? Let me go on the other side of the fence and see what's going on over here. So that was my point of view.
Can we define? So let's define trash sex for a second.
All of the above, sir.
Exactly.
All of the above.
This is in the bud, man. Ain't nothing to break down. It's very clear to the point, man. Trash is trash. We're talking about everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Oh wait. Oh, you don't do that? Yeah, okay.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, but here's the thing. I mean, you got to kind of define it, though, because I mean, she could be good at one thing, but be horrible at something.
That's what he was saying. That's what Damaris is
saying.
There's
a difference between trash and limited. Limited could be okay because she specializes. She's decent in that one area. Trash is trash. Like you ain't
everything bad.
You just lay there. you ain't getting on top. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
built like a 12-year-old boy.
Dry as can be, you're hurting yourself. It's just nothing right. There's no motion, there's no rhythm. It's just like I want to
rhythm
go. I need to leave. I don't want to see you again in life.
Raheem, I told my wife your reply. She said she laid there like fish trash. It's like define fish trash. How quick are you to pick up fish trash?
I mean, here's my thing or whatever. I guess you.
I got something. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead, Raheem. And then I got something to add though.
Like when I say trash, I mean, like say for example, you know how like the first time y'all get to know each other, there's like a learning curve or whatever, and then the second time it might be great. You know what I mean? Like if the pussy smell like fish, I mean that's my cut point to say, hey, I gotta let you go. You know, but like I've met some girls who can't ride dick, but they give good head. You got to put priorities where Batman says limited. So I guess for each of us, it would define trash because sometimes trash can just be a particular thing that you want.
Yeah, a preference. Okay, that's a good point.
Right. So that's why I kind of was like, are we talking about overall trash, or are we just talking about like trash in that area? And
trash in your eyes.
Trash meaning you ain't going back. Trash.
Yeah.
You ain't back. You ain't gonna make a U-turn for that.
You ain't never going back to sample again. It was bad that first time. It's like a one and done. That's it. I ain't never doing this
Like I
again in
mentioned
life. I'm
earlier.
deleting her number. I'm blocking her. She is useless. I will never like to speak to her again in life. That's
Well,
trash.
the question would be, did you stop or did you? I know me personally, I fake come sometimes just to get it over with. 2 seconds into it.
No doubt. Definitely done that before. For sure. Definitely have done that before.
Ooh, I gotta go. Gotta go to work. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, I got drill in the morning. I'm going to
Blame it on the military.
Oh man.
Blame it.
But my thing is, like say for example, I seen dudes say because she was too much, it's trash. I mean, I've seen the opposite too.
Like too much. What you
Too
mean?
much?
Too much? What you mean?
Like I had a dude
Too loud.
Too loud, want to be stuck in the ass or some shit, and the nigga wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean?
He just wasn't ready.
That don't mean it was trash. He
was scared.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like a cancer or something. He was
Hilarious.
Oh man.
He was scared.
Oh man.
But no, what I was saying earlier is like people don't. There's a lot of people that don't even have sex and still in love with a person. You feel me? Like that's the thing. People actually go to jail for stints of time. Ain't had nothing. They still they married a dude in jail. That's the thing. They marry him in jail. It's some people that we've actually like people have fallen in love with that haven't even had sex with them at all. And they just
like the Menendez brothers. They got wives. Yeah,
exactly.
They got wives.
They got wives.
Well,
got wives, Joe.
Like think about like the 600-pound chicks that still find somebody. You know what I mean?
They in a relationship, bro.
That shit don't make no damn sense.
In a relationship.
So I guess that's what I was gonna say, because and this conversation better stay here, but
nigga, we recording.
Yeah, it'll stay here. It'll stay here.
We're doing a podcast.
Say what you say, man.
So I'm gonna say so yeah, like my thing is the person that I'm in love with. I mean, I basically had to kind of had to train because it was horrible. But I'm still in love with her, and going back off on my man, what's your name? I don't even know your name, bro.
Thomas.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Delete this motherfucking segment, goddamn.
I'm just saying, like, his name, like,
Save
I wasn't.
this nigga.
So I'm just saying, like,
it's fine. I can't be mad at somebody that showed up late every time. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Oh, he driving right now. He late to where he going. He late to where he going right now. What's up, man?
Oh man, the editing gonna be real on this episode. Oh man,
I'm actually on time though. But yeah, though I'm agreeing with you though, bro. So, yeah, you can fall in love with someone who's straight trash. I'm not here's the thing. I'm not gonna say she was trash, but I think
room for improvement.
Definitely with some room for improvement. Definitely.
So I'm gonna put it like this, twin. It's like with me when I was coaching basketball. You see a talent and they have a decent foundation, they're just not executing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're like, I can coach them up. Some people you can't coach up. Some people are just like, you know what?
They already maxed out.
Let me go ahead and just put this backpack back on, you know what I'm saying? Put my slides back on and pull up my wind pants and go home.
Everybody ain't coaches neither. So everybody got no time and patience for that neither.
True that. But I guess what I'm really trying to, what I'm really trying to say is when you fall in love with someone, it's really had nothing to do with the sexual activity though.
That's possible, but most of the time the sex helps. That's like the extra bonus on top.
Yeah,
helps you fall more for the person because that's an extra connection that you would love to have.
You fall in love with the person, and the sex is almost like a
great bonus.
It's It's not the core thing you're gonna fall in love with though. That's what you fall in love with. Then hey, that's you. But me personally, I'm not falling in love with that full on. Like if you certain things that's more than that. Like
but here's the thing though. But what I'm hearing two different things though. But you're kind of double talking yourself though. Because what you're saying is if she's trash at sex, then what you're saying is you're not gonna fall in love with her.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that. Yeah.
I'm saying that.
I'm not saying that.
And the majority of the people on this call right now are
okay.
saying, if your trash has sex, I can't fall in love with you. Is that correct?
Oh no.
Fall out. You can fall out of love. I can tell you that. I can fall out.
I'm about to say.
Nah, that ain't what I said.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah.
Hold up. So, how about this or whatever? We can agree.
Yo, son.
Hey, like an old man told me.
In front of the house saying that. That's crazy.
Exactly.
He's a smart man. He's a smart man. He knew to get
He went out to a safe space.
He left the house and said that. He left the house.
So it's like, say for example, you married this amazing person that you sexually are in tune with, right?
Okay.
Doesn't it get boring? It does.
Well, I mean that's a joint effort. You can't just leave it on her.
Yeah,
exactly. That's on you. Y'all gotta have a connection where you know everything can be spicy at any given time. You don't keep it on one level. You gotta make sure y'all are on tune. Always want to do spontaneous.
But people, this though,
random stuff.
I'm gonna flip it around though.
Spicy.
Listen, hold on. I'm gonna flip it around. I had a chick I grew up with. Mm-hmm. She told me, I don't know what movie that was when it was like, I think it was like Steve Harvey book when he was like, wait 60 days before you have sex.
Oh, that's Steve Harvey. 90 days. Yeah.
Whatever it was. I had a female tell me that she didn't believe in that shit because she was like, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of waiting and you like everything else and then the dick trash? You know what I'm saying? So like it goes both ways too. But like you said, but if you're going to but the man had been divorced 3 times. But
listen to Steve Harvey right now.
Yeah, that too. But that's just crazy. Like I get you what you were saying, Thomas and Twin. I think y'all saying like you can't just depend on sex alone.
Right.
But I think it's a balance. I think it's a balance both ways though.
I think for me,
but we all have a preference though. That's the thing. It's different.
Yeah.
So,
for me,
it's on it, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. The sex is just a rung on the ladder to
Okay.
But like you said, Twin, you can also coach up too. Like you said, everybody may not be into doing that, but I think you kind of, as a partner, and not just in sex, you kind of do that as you go anyway. You kind of learn what the person likes and you kind of adjust.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's.
So let me ask you. So let me pose a question. Can I pose a question real quick? Yeah. So what if this woman like stimulates you like mentally, right? And she got your back no matter what. I mean, she's your ace boom coon. But all of a sudden in the bedroom, she kind of sucks. All of a sudden, it's done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not for me.
Oh no, I'm down. I'm about to say. It ain't done. It ain't done.
I don't think it's done to me.
Dude, if she mentally stimulates, that means she gotta be good in bed also.
Not necessarily, man.
What?
Not necessarily. I don't agree with that.
Not necessarily that situation. Nah. I don't know what you speak of.
Honey, what you got, man? What you got, man?
So look, man. Look, here's the thing. My guy here, Thomas.
I'll be completely honest. No, let's just be realistic. I've met chicks who were perfect candidates as wife.
Okay.
They didn't give good head, so I just kind of was like, around, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like being honest, like I passed up on a chick because she was a virgin. She gave good head, but I just was like, since you don't know, I ain't gonna try to build you up at 22. You know what I'm saying? But we could have probably got along. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a situation where it's like, you pick and choose your poison at this point. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all love each other down the road or whatever, if y'all love each other, y'all will experiment with each other and make sure that each other is happy. You might say, hey, look, let me just stick tip in or some shit. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, okay, right. I want to try it with you because you're the one. You know what I mean?
Y'all ruthless, man. Shit.
No,
y'all hardcore. I'm learning a lot about my friends tonight. Damn.
Well, no, man, that question is for younger people, though, man. That's for younger people.
I was coming from a cancer, too, though.
We are seasoned vets in these, man. We need more going on out here. season vets. You gotta bring more. It's just now it's all levels to this shit. Now we getting older here now. God damn it! Like you can be open minded like that when you're younger and stupid and don't know better. Yeah, you're supposed to have that kind of hopes and dreams and thoughts. Now as a grown ass person, you kind of want a mixture of everything.
Well,
you know what you want. You know what
I
you
was
like.
grown at 20 then.
That's what some people are more grown than others too, though. So so it's always I look at it as a full mind thing. But yeah, I'm sorry that ain't gonna go far for me. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I mean that shit ain't gonna work. Cause sometimes conversation ain't gonna work. But if you know if y'all sexually in tune with each other, you can end arguments much quicker when y'all sexually in tune.
But what if it's bad if she think it's good?
I've been there.
Been there too.
Yeah, been there.
She cocky about it too. She going to all girls. She cocky.
I'm gonna suck your dick from the back. I'm talking what that be like. You know what I'm saying? So she trash as shit.
Nah, I had one. She I'm gonna ride it, and then she got up there like she was in a rocking chair.
No, but
long time ago. Long.
No, but
yeah, y'all said long time ago. All this stuff is long time ago for all of us.
Oh shit.
But here's the thing. I guess we can define what trash is. For me, if that vagina smell, or you lay there and want me to do all the fucking work, it's trash. That's my trash. Tony,
that's true.
What's your definition?
Think of a preference. Reference right now.
Just if you're not into it.
Yeah.
If just that's all for me. If you're just not into it,
Quinn,
we don't have that connection.
Quinn, what's your definition of trash? If you're still there,
he might be on a run.
He on the run right now.
So Ty, what's your definition of trash?
It's just it's like almost like me without a mental connection, where it's just like you just don't get turned on by even seeing each other, and it's just that shit dries. If she drives the Sahara Desert as you trying to start, you run, cause she ain't into you. So that's trash. Cause you wasting your energy, y'all wasting each other energy with each other. That's how I look at it as trash. Is you wasting time with each other.
I would say, like, to kind of add to my trash, if I'm always the one that's aggressive about it, I don't want.
That's what I was gonna get into.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm trying to say too.
For me, it should be a balance. It should be a balance of I'm aggressive one day, you aggressive another day, and also like Tony Love was saying, you got to be into it, whether it's vocally or by body language. You know what I'm saying? So that's communication, whether it's or verbally or physically, should be the thing. But like but the same thing as Twin was saying, like even if somebody we all been there, maybe the first time around, the first 2 times, y'all didn't link the way that you wanted to, but after y'all have a discussion, so I like this, I like this, and then y'all come to an agreement and y'all make it work. I think that's even better when you can coach it up. It's like finding a fucking 2-star recruit and making them into a fucking all-star.
But like you said, now that's the part where it came. How long have y'all been cool enough before y'all got to that level of anything sexual to have that kind of conversation anyway? Because that's the extra catch, too.
But then again, a lot of women want you to come to the table and already know exactly what they want without telling you shit. That's
stupid.
I tell them all the time. Don't do that to yourself. Don't expect me to fucking read your mind, because you're gonna fail miserably if you think I'm gonna sit here and read your mind.
All right, Thomas.
You better open your goddamn mouth.
I want a man who knows what he wants.
You gotta have those conversations prior, man. If you ain't having those conversations prior, then
exactly. You say so.
I'm too picky of a person. Like some stuff I just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? And if we just step into that realm, then I gotta know that stuff before we even, you know what I mean? Because I want to know.
What's your sign?
I gotta know what you like sexually before I even I gotta know that. I want to actually have that conversation. That conversation needs to be had in more relationships instead of just going and finding out. I'm not just diving right in to find out. I need to have that conversation with you.
So your left titty is most sensitive to your right. So don't fuck with your left titty.
Yeah, I need to know that. Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. Left one. All right, cool. I got you. Those kind of things is you know, I want to have those conversations beforehand. Because if we ain't connecting on even talking about that kind of stuff, then it ain't gonna happen.
So Thomas, what's your zodiac sign?
Huh?
What's your zodiac sign? Let's go. You seem like a.
I'm I'm a Virgo.
Oh, you a hoe. So yeah, you.
Nah.
You fit in. You fit in.
Oh yeah, you filed. Yeah, you filed. Yeah.
You ain't with us. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you filed just like us. Yeah. Yeah, you low key filed, but you filed it for sure. So yeah, it's all good though.
I'm quiet all around. You know what I'm saying? Nothing.
Oh man, this should have been all over the place. Oh, bar. So yeah, the combo. Tony Love, it's that time, man. What have we learned this episode?
Oh yeah, we learned never throw your material away. You know, number two, what might not work now may work later. Just keep everything. Hold on to that. Apparently, there is 6 degrees of separation between Billy Crystal and Peyton Fuller.
Goddamn right.
The 6 degrees is you. You are the 6 degrees. Between them two. That's you.
NBA Allstar game should have been in Salt Lake City this year. And apparently trash sex is not a deterrent for some of us. Huh.
Exactly.
I mean, you made my wife look like a genius today. I was like, I ain't asking that stupid ass question.
Oh man,
you serious?
Hey man, sometimes we need these type of questions, man. We need these topics.
At the same time, I think if we had women in here with the same question, they would say the same thing.
Yeah,
I think I'm exactly the same.
I think you should put that as a on the blog post. I'm gonna put it on IG on the that account and see what reactions we get.
Like some would say yeah, some would say no. Some stop fucking with men just because they tear. So I know I personally heard those stories, so I know it's
yes, I've heard those.
I heard too. Yes, I've known. I've gotten phone calls of chicks after having their escapades talking about niggas was so garbage. So I know the shit real.
Unfortunately, Lord.
And I just laugh and I say, "That's what you get."
So comforting.
Twin, you back?
Yeah, I'm here, babe.
Oh, what's considered trash to you in sex?
I'll be honest with you. So there's only been one time where I've had a sexual relationship with someone, and I was like, "Damn, girl, you suck all the way, Lord the deep."
You tell her that?
Yeah, I told her that. You know, it sucked.
All right.
Yeah, I sure did.
He ain't got no goddamn filter.
I did. I mean, come on, man. Look, come on, y'all. All jokes aside, y'all know I'm rare direct. I'll tell you how I fucking feel.
Do you know if she's heard that before?
I really don't give a shit. She heard it again. Even when she heard that shit again, she'll hear the shit. Yeah. So,
It might have been you.
It wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me. My track record is tight. But only one time though. But I'm gonna piggyback on this. I'm gonna challenge all y'all though, for real. If you good at something, you can train. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can. Yeah.
You got no patience for that shit.
But saying somebody's good is subjective though.
Back up. I didn't ask you if you had time for it. I'm saying you're capable of it. Now, if you decide that's not what you want to do, then that's not what you want to do. But when you're good at something, you can train.
No, you can't. No, you don't want to. Fuck them. What the fuck you want to train somebody for?
What that Crew said, I don't want to
Sean, I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying you have to do it, but what I'm saying is if you're good at something, you can train.
Hold up. Well,
that's all I'm saying.
Hold up.
No, that argument is I can't agree with that argument.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Not to
I'm just saying. I mean,
hold up. So not to expose nobody, but normally our best are the ones that we did not choose to marry.
Of course.
That's the truth. It's the best experience is the ones that we choose not to marry.
Well, I'm gonna say
There's
this.
a balance.
Right now, I'm highly fortunate right now. I'm gonna say that right now. I'm highly fortunate right now. Who I'm engaged to. I'm good money right now.
Oh, on that note, hey Peaches. Hey Peaches.
No. So Floyd. No, I
Oh my God. What is wrong with y'all?
I actually disagree. Because here's the thing. There is someone that I'm not with that, I mean, my gosh, she was a goddess. And I'm not with her. But I'll be honest with you. The one I'm with right now, because of what I've had influence and what things that we've been through and what have you, I'll be honest with you. I'll take her over the one that was a goddess.
Well, of course, because she was probably an antichrist anyway, so it don't fucking matter. So you probably don't want to fuck with her.
No, she crazy.
You let that be.
Ain't no problem.
You know she was wrong. You knew she was wrong, so you can't make that comparison. She was.
Yes,
that chick was probably.
Well, Rashawn, I can make that comparison, bro, because I've been with one who was awesome, and I've been with one who had to train up. So yeah, fuck yeah, I can make that comparison.
But I'm saying the one that was awesome, you wasn't gonna sign up with her for the long haul anyway. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Maybe she didn't want to sign up for you.
No, that's not true. I almost married her.
Nah, she wanted.
I sure did. You don't know the whole story. But what I'm saying
Doppelganger.
Use that.
Oh, hey, hold on. Whoa.
Look, I ain't trying to argue with y'all.
No, we're not arguing.
We're not arguing. I said, hold my bad. My bad.
We good.
My claim was the best one that we ever had are normally the ones that we don't marry.
But I guess, and that's why I disagree with. I think the best one I have is the one I am married to.
But you just said
like a trainer. We talking about you ain't had to do no training.
But I did. But now she's the best. Feel me now?
At the time that I got married, or what I'm saying is the time that I got married, there was a different person who I can probably say in that area, I know for sure. But when I married on a stipulation of I wanted balance. That's what I'm saying. So when you married, you wanted balance. You literally said, okay, she might not necessarily do it the way this person does it, but for me right now in my life, what I want, this is, and in time or whatever, she opened up or whatever to give you exactly what you want. That's in any marriage situation, you probably be like, hey, look, I've heard guys, they'd be like, hey, look, at the beginning, I didn't know about this, or girls would be like, oh, he, whatever. They had them a side nigga or side, whatever. And then all of a sudden down the line, it was like, oh, this guy was perfect for me because he fulfilled everything that nobody else could, which was growth or, support or whatever, and that in tune turned to attraction because you looked at that person a lot different than anybody else. I'm not necessarily knocking whoever we choose in our life or whatever, because I always kind of tell people is like, hey, look, you can't necessarily compare so and so against your husband or spouse because right now currently you're building with that person right now. You can't say that with another person. You don't know how they're gonna be because you never really married them. So. But I mean, but I just say like back in the day, when, through my little phases or whatever, I can literally say probably in those areas or whatever, I learned real quickly that I knew why I did what I did because those people, they were still right. That's what I meant by that question. Like, hey, look, we probably didn't marry the people that we had the best sex with because they just focus on that one area.
Yeah, there was no connection. Yeah, that was just the physical. It was all about the physical. It wasn't nothing mental, no nothing else. It was just straight the physical. But you knew they wasn't gonna bring nothing else to the table.
I took that a different way.
So that's what
I took it. What?
I'm fucking with you.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Oh man, this has been all the way left field. All right, hey, let's take one last break and we can wrap up.
You wrap up. 20 love. Say what you gotta say.
Nah, I'm done. I'm done with it now.
All right, so going to closing. Get our final words around the group. Twin, what you got as your last words?
Well, the NBA Allstar, my opinion, gets worse every year. Not as classy as it used to be. It's just not a class act anymore. It used to be a class act. It's not a class act anymore. It's all about, I know sports is all about the dollar, but I mean, Things have just really changed. Really, really women beware. If you're not good in bed, you may not get that ring. And that's it. I think that's it. That's my last take. I'm straight.
Oh man, but yeah, I do agree with the NBA Allstar. I think it's going to get to a point to where they don't even play the game. They're just going to announce who the All-Stars are, kind of like with the NFL Pro Bowl is getting to. Is you're going to announce who's the All-Stars and not even play because they're not even really trying. The players want to rather have time off to chill, so just do the dunk competition, and maybe you get more superstars to do the dunk competition if they're not playing in the All-Star game.
Or maybe do like baseball and, have the home field advantage, the All-Star game determine the home field advantage.
I don't like that. Nope. I don't like that. I hated that for baseball. That was stupid to me because you could be a baseball team that probably only have one All-Star because baseball, you got to default and have one All-Star. At least that's how it used to be. I don't want an exhibition game to determine who has home field advantage, especially when I have the best record in the league. You know what I'm saying? So I never was a fan of that. That's just me. But Yankees have 5 All-Stars a game, so of course you're going to influence that game. So it works in your favor as a Yankees fan. Can't even say nothing. It is what it is. Hey, my nigga. Ebbtide King, what you got?
I'm gonna start this out the real best. We were just talking about All-Star game. If the NBA can make it through the A's era, they'll make it through this era.
Wow.
Really? So just wrote. So trust me, you may not like how it's going, what it is, what it used to be. Hey, if they can make it through that era, they'll fix it and tweak it down the road again. Plus, we could deal with a pandemic and shit, so we know this just not a normal time. Shit just don't feel right. We just irritated and frustrated because we've been cooped up, in our houses and everything for over a year now and shit. So we just irritated about everything. So maybe that's why the trash conversation came up about sex too and everything. We just got too much random time on our minds right now, thinking the most craziest shit and stuff. So that's what I'm learning too. But I mean, that's another thing that I feel like will make or break a relationship to a certain extent. I will say that. Some people have the ability to teach. That's why they're called teachers. And others don't teach. We ain't got no fucking time for that shit. We need somebody to do what they're doing right now and let's keep it moving. There's levels to this. Everybody got their own levels. So that's how we got to roll with that in the bigger picture of life. So,
can I say one thing to you?
Yeah, please do.
All right. So you and I have been friends for how long?
Oh man, we got 30. We 30 plus, nigga.
And you taught me so much, in them 30 years, because you're better at something that I'm not.
Oh,
it's called patience. That's for sure. I know that for sure. What else is this? Where is it going?
Thomas is stupid.
I guess what I'm saying to you is, I guess I hear what you're saying, but you have it in you though. You have it in you.
No. Because I had to train somebody this week, and I had to call my supervisor and say, "No, he got to go."
All I'm saying.
What are you talking about? Like,
all I'm saying.
It ain't everybody.
Look. From a teacher's perspective, I feel like you have it in you because there are a lot of things that you're good at, and if you what's up?
No, I will say this, and this is just my point of view, because like my real brother, I think Ebbtide King is the same way. You learn by his actions. He's not technically teaching you. You learn what to do by either doing what he does or not doing what he does or whatever.
Do the opposite of what I just did. Learn from my foolishness sometimes, and you will grow. And then things that you see I do right, you go off of that. Just go off my actions, but don't expect me to actually give you advice or guide you into doing something. Ain't gonna happen.
But
you're gonna fail with me if you expect me to tell you something. Because I ain't got no energy for that.
But you have though. You have gave me advice.
Yeah, when I say sit your ass down and go home, yeah, nigga, you ain't done it yet though.
Hey,
you have my
working. But that's giving advice though, right? Right?
My teaching ain't working yet.
I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness.
We all teach in different ways. That's one way. I'm just saying.
Let them use you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't knock it.
True.
Man.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is don't knock it. That's all I'm trying to say. Just don't knock it. You feel me?
Oh man. Anything else,
No doubt.
King?
Nah, that's all I got to say.
All right, Raheem Godell, aka Snitch, aka the Knicks hater, aka Jerry Jones.
Hey, keep that play out of this.
Okay, my bad.
I would say if you one of them chicks that got one of them $16,000 energy bills, don't call me. I ain't giving you shit. So you can kick rocks with that shit. If you went out to Atlanta with $200 spending money this weekend, fuck you. You stay out. You stay out. Don't call me. And there's another thing or whatever. I'm starting to notice like a lot of people are making themselves more available to go places now with COVID and shit. This shit is not over with. You know what I mean? Stay your ass inside. People kind of heading out to clubs. I mean, like say for example, if it's a venue that's actually doing the right by social distancing and stuff like that, I get it. But for a lot of folks or whatever, we still got people who have medical matters that still could be affected by this and die from it. So do your part as an individual to kind of protect those people that you love. And you don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to go everywhere. You know what I mean? Just stay your ass inside and think about the bigger picture than just yourself out here in the streets. Come to find out that we got Virgos in the building. You know what I'm saying? Can't throw them signs out there. You know what I'm saying? and hopefully, with your career and everything, you do everything that you say you're gonna do. Hopefully you come out with a comic on Adult Swim or something 10 years from now. Because I'm gonna ask you for like 5 or 10% if I hear anything about credit jokes. I'm looking for my paycheck.
We talking, man. We talking actually.
Yeah,
we talking about this. So
and I will agree. I did not marry none of the females that I was 100% with. Nah, it ain't gonna work out.
Lord, no comment.
Hey, so I kept quiet on that subject. I wasn't even going that level. I'm just happy to be alive right now. Not even gonna go back there with that. This
pictures
right now. Yeah, exactly. I'm just happy to be alive to have my fiance that I have now. That's all I can say. I'm out these streets finally. Had a hell of a 13-year run. I just want to sit my ass down somewhere.
It's always a chick that hit you with the hey big head, hey neck, hey love. Those are the ones that you can't. No. They know every little key thing that they know your triggers. How about that? They know your triggers.
Yeah.
You know your triggers. So no, stay away from the bitches.
Right. That's why I say I'm happy to be alive. I've been to some moments I should have died. I've had, out of body experiences looking at myself, should have died right there. And I'm just glad to be here. So that's all I'm gonna just leave it at. That's why I say I ain't built to teach. Because I watched my own downfall a couple of times.
They pray for my downfall. Thomas, let everybody know what's your social media handles, what you got coming up, as far as shows and comics, movies, etc.
As far as my social media handles, you can just type in TN Comedy, which is actually the name at the bottom of the screen on the camera right there. It's all my social medias are under there. So you can go to Facebook, type that in. I should come up. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all that should be right under there. As far as my website goes, you type in tncomedy.net. That's my website. It has my shows on there. It have the comic book stuff on there. I got another issue of Just Us Cops coming out. That should be out in May, at the end of May, beginning of June. Mm-hmm. And as far as shows go, I got a show on June 5th in Dallas. No, I'm sorry. Damn, where's it? I just booked it last night. It's not in Dallas, but I will be in Dallas. I'm booking the tour in June. So I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in Seattle at some point. I'll be actually here in Arizona again. So I'm going back and forth all over the place. Probably North Carolina, I might be up there. I'm talking to a club right now. So there's a lot that I got going on, but just keep in touch. So stay on Facebook with me. I'm on there all the time. Just hit me up whenever you got any questions or anything like that. So
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. Depending where you're at in North Carolina, I might come up there and see you.
we can make it happen, man. We can make it happen, bro.
Last thing for me, as always, check us out on IG, Facebook. We got the blog. Tony Love, we'll be looking at blog posts. I think you got a lot of material from this episode alone.
Yeah, I'll post one tonight, and I start working on this one tomorrow.
All right, that's what's up. But yeah, make sure y'all share. Those who's listening, comment. If y'all got any suggestions, check us. Leave a voicemail. Hopefully we can get on the show. But yeah, a lot of topics today that that can go left or right for our listeners. But Thomas, definitely appreciate you coming through. Definitely
appreciate y'all having me, man. For sure.
It was a pleasure having you on. We definitely would love to have you back. We should be back next week. Again, make sure y'all leave comments, share, likes, enjoy the show, and we'll be back next time. Later, fellas.
Right.
Later.
Peace.